Hi everybody, I'm here to do the final taste test on this month's cookie of the month, which is the beautiful, delicious, soft, and fragrant oatmeal apple pie. So I'm just going to finish rolling up the little balls of deliciousness and putting them on a parchment lined baking sheet so they don't stick and they come right off and we can eat them immediately when they're hot. And then I'm going to put a little glaze on top. After I put the cookie balls on the cookie sheet, I do squish them down just a little bit to kind of help them out because they're not a big spreading cookie. There's not a lot of butter and fat to help it along on the spread. So a little squish kind of helps it along to make it look like a cookie, and it'll bake more evenly that way. I'm going to be in the kitchen on Thursday, the kitchen that I rent, of course, to bake. This is my house, as you can hear, Delilah just barked. And I will be shipping them out to all of you Cookie Club monsters on Thursday afternoon. So by the weekend, you should be enjoying them and hopefully letting me know what you think. Okay, so I'm excited. I'm going to get these in the oven and we'll be back in about 10 or 15 minutes to show you what they look like when they come out. Then we'll glaze them. Then I'm going to eat. All right, I'll be back. I wish there was such a thing as smell a video because these are amazing. And put them on this nice rack here. So cool. We need them to be absolutely cool before we can glaze them, because if we put the glaze on them when they're warm, it's just gonna melt. Okay, so we're gonna let these cool. I'm gonna chill out for a little while, hang out, make a phone call, text, check your Facebook, and we'll be back to finish them off and to do the taste test. Hello again, I'm back. Did you get anything done in that time we were away? Because I did. I got a pot of chili cooking on the stove. Had a hankering. Anyway, I digress. So anyway, the glaze, 10x sugar, or confectioner sugar, as we call it affectionately. Affection, confection, whatever. And this I flavored with a little bit of nutmeg, some cinnamon, and milk will make it liquid. And you have to judge for yourself like what the consistency is that you want. You don't want it really thick because then you're not going to be able to drizzle it. You don't want it too thin because then it's going to evaporate. So as I suggest is try it, and do a couple little samples. Like I mix it in a bowl and then put it in one of these little bottles because this is like a life-saving little invention right here. And also what you want to do is put your cookies on a rack or a grate, because you don't want the glaze to puddle around the edges. You save the puddles for a rainy day. You don't want puddles around your cookies because they could stick and they kind of make them messy. So if you don't have a rack, try not to go close to the edge of the cookie. Try to keep the glaze in the middle. Or if you really like a glaze, just leave it in the dish and dunk the whole thing in. There you go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how I glaze. Okay, here we go. Parchment. Same parchment I used when I baked the cookies, I'm going to stick under my rack. And now you're not going to see my face for a little while because we're going to look at the cookies and the glaze. Okay, so here's my parchment. I'm going to slide it under the rack. This is what I was talking about, the kind of crisscross rack. And here's my glaze. I'm going to shoot it down to the bottom and just drizzle, drizzle, drizzle on top of the cookies, as much or as little as you want. And what I was saying, if you don't have a rack, definitely do it on parchment paper to keep your countertops clean, but keep the glaze more in the center. I'm a little crazy, I like to go fast and kind of it goes over the edge, but keep it in the center just to keep yourself nice and neat and clean. Parchment paper is your friend. Always remember that. That, my friends, is the oatmeal apple pie with a glaze and a dusting of sugar to finish it off. Should we taste it? What do you think? I'll pick one up. Let's break it in half. Well, that wasn't really half, but you could see the little bits of apple on the inside. I ate the whole thing. Oh my God, that's good. It's so good. I hope my Cookie Monsters love them as much as I do. 1 second. I'll be shipping them out, baking them and shipping them on Thursday. Again, you'll have them for the weekend. And if anybody still wants to get involved, you still have a little bit of time. Just go to my website, justbakedli.com. Click on order here, and you'll see a picture of these cookies and the Cookie of the Month Club, and sign right out. Thanks for your time. See you soon.